Before time began, there was no before, no sky above, no ground below, no suns, because there was nothing to be silent in. And yet, the greatest story ever told began without witnesses. Tonight, I will tell you how everything began. Time is something we live inside every day, but it did not always exist. According to modern cosmology, time itself was born together with the universe. This means there was no ticking clock counting down to creation, no empty stage waiting to be filled. When scientists talk about the beginning of the universe, they are not describing an event that happened somewhere. They are describing the moment when space itself came into existence. Before that moment, the laws of physics as we know them did not apply. Gravity, energy, matter, and space were fused into a single, incomprehensible state. The universe was not small inside a larger space. It was all the space there was. This idea challenges human intuition because everything we understand depends on location and duration. But the universe had no location. It had no duration. Creation was not a spark in darkness. It was the birth of darkness, light, and the concept of spark all at once. From Santa's perspective, this is the quietest moment in all of existence. No sound, no motion, only potential. And then that potential changed. Despite its dramatic name, the Big Bang was not an explosion blasting matter into empty space. There was no center, no outer edge. Every point in the universe expanded at the same time. Imagine dots drawn on a balloon. As the balloon inflates, every dot moves away from every other dot. None of them is the center, yet all of them experience expansion. In the earliest moments after the Big Bang, the universe was unimaginably hot, hotter than the core of any star. Energy dominated everything. Particles formed and vanished instantly, appearing and disappearing like fleeting thoughts. During this phase, the fundamental forces of nature were unified. Gravity, electromagnetism, and nuclear forces were one. As the universe expanded and cooled, these forces separated, each taking on the role we observe today. This cooling process shaped reality itself. The universe was writing its own rulebook as it expanded. From Santa's viewpoint, this was the loudest moment that ever existed, though there were no ears to hear it. A cosmic beginning, written not with sound, but with mathematics. For nearly 380,000 years after the Big Bang, the universe remained opaque. Light existed, but it could not travel freely. Photons were constantly scattered by charged particles, trapped in a glowing fog. Then came a turning point. As temperatures dropped, electrons bonded with nuclei, forming the first stable atoms, mostly hydrogen and helium. Suddenly, light was released. This ancient light still fills the universe today. It is faint, cold, and invisible to our eyes, but it carries a perfect snapshot of the universe as it was in its infancy. Gravity began shaping matter into subtle patterns. Slight differences in density, almost invisible, grew over millions of years. These small imperfections would eventually give rise to galaxies. In this stage, the universe learned how to organize itself. Order emerged from chaos, not through intention, but through natural law. Gravity gathered clouds of gas until pressure and heat ignited nuclear fusion. The first stars were born, massive, brilliant, and short-lived. These stars lived fast and died violently. When they exploded, they forged heavier elements inside their cores, elements that did not exist before. Carbon, oxygen, iron. Without these stellar deaths, planets could not form. Life could not exist. Every breath you take contains atoms once created in the heart of a dying star. From Santa's point of view, this is where the universe learned generosity. Stars gave their lives so that something more complex could exist later. Galaxies formed. Solar systems emerged. One planet, orbiting an ordinary star, cooled enough to host oceans, and chemistry became biology. While science explains how the universe evolved, faith has always tried to answer a different question. Why? Across civilizations, cultures, and centuries, human beings have looked at the sky and felt the same awe. Long before telescopes and equations, people told stories, sacred stories, to explain existence itself. In many belief systems, the universe did not begin by chance, but by intention. In the Judeo-Christian tradition, creation begins with a word: let there be light. Not light as a star or a flame, but light as order, separating chaos into meaning. In this view, the universe is not accidental. It is spoken into being by a conscious creator, step by step, purposefully. In Islamic belief, the universe is created by divine command, unfolding in perfect balance. Creation is not random, it follows divine wisdom. In Hindu cosmology, the universe is cyclical. Creation is not a single event, but an eternal rhythm. Universes are born, exist, dissolve, and are reborn again. Time stretches far beyond human comprehension, billions of years repeating endlessly. In this vision, existence itself is a breath, inhaled and exhaled by the cosmos. Indigenous belief systems often describe creation as emerging from harmony with nature. The universe is alive, conscious, and relational, not a machine, but a living story. What unites all these beliefs is not their details, but their message. The universe matters, and so do we. From Santa's perspective, faith does not compete with science. It complements it. Science measures the universe. Faith gives it meaning. Where science says how stars form, faith asks why beauty exists at all. Where science tracks time, faith wonders why time was worth creating. Perhaps the universe was formed through physical laws. Perhaps it was guided by divine will. Or perhaps both are true at once. Whether you believe the universe began with an equation or with a word spoken into the darkness, one truth remains the same. You are here, made from the same universe you are trying to understand. And the fact that you can ask where everything came from might be the most extraordinary result of creation itself. If you enjoyed this journey, subscribe to How It Began. Here, we explore the stories behind everything through science, history, and belief. Because every answer leads to a deeper question, and every beginning has a story.